Well, good morning. Just cleaning the blazer up. Watch this. There we go. Instant phone holder. Never thought of that. Just don't clamp it too tight because it's a vise. But yep. Good morning. Just cleaning the blazer up. My guys are still waiting for their vehicle to get here. I just uploaded a video, a different version of it. I really didn't like the first one, but I didn't want to take it down either, because then I lose the views. But I uploaded the video of this thing, and what it was. Let me make sure I'm still. What it was is. If you saw that video, the race, this actually won that race. And a young man named Drake was the driver of it. That was before I owned it. When I bought it, if you saw the pictures of it, it was quite well used. What I did to it, I put inner fenders in it, I put rock lights in it, I rebuilt the axles, cleaned it all up like I'm doing here right now. Cleaned up the whole entire frame, axles. And what I do is I use this stuff. You can get it at stores, wax and dry. And I just spray it on everything. Spray it on the suspension, everything. You just spray it on there and wipe it off. And it makes it nice and shiny, you can see. But this is the Traxxas right here. I got the body off it. And for the record, that this is the body that was in that race, on that truck. That's what I said. I spent hours polishing and buffing this body, replacing decals and putting new grills in it. It's got all new grills in it. It's got, I got rock lights on it as well. Let me plug this in for a minute here. Plug this in here. There's a junction box right back here where all my lights plug into. And get this figured out. Here we go. These gotta go in one way or another. Normally I don't stumble like this, plugging this in, but for some reason today it's fighting me. There we go. Plugged in. You can see the driver sitting in there. I'll grab a battery. I'll show you some cool features on it. I'm just juicing it up here. This runs I run a 3S LiPo in here. What we do is we put the battery in. You take this, you take the battery, put the battery in there, you wing this around, and it kind of locks into place when you get it's made for different type batteries, so when it locks in place, then I got an adapter on here, because I use different speed control, and we plug it in, just like that, and I just kind of cut this up here. Then we put the body on. This, like I said, this is the original body that was in the truck. This was the body that was in the truck in that video, on it, I should say. I sanded, buffed, polished, waxed, cleaned, everything on this body to get it looking like this. It was hours of work. Well, new decals too. I put new decals. I still clean it and buff it and wax it to this day after a run, keep it nice. But what I'll do, I'm going to do something cool here. It'll be kind of dark in here. Let's do this. I'm going to turn one row of lights off out over here. Because I got a pair of you. Hi there, Bentley. How are you? Then we're going to turn. Let's turn them both off. It'll be really dark in here. Just hold tight. Let me do this. All right, hold on. Let me turn the blazer on. If let's see here. Now, how come it's playing games with me? Let's see here. Let's see here. Make sure everything's plugged in, touching. See, there's pop. Let me try. Hey, bear with me. I'll be right back with you. Look at my seal in a minute. I'm going to switch batteries. Because this is set up to take two different kind of batteries. Let's see here. What do we want to do? We're going to plug this. There we go. Take this off. Take that off. Grab me another battery back. That's what it was. My battery. I'm sorry about that angle there. What it was is my battery, I interrupted the charge. But anyway, guys, let's try something cool. We're gonna turn. It's gonna get dark in here for a second, but just bear with me. Okay, I'm taking you up to it, up to it, up to it. Look at this. The rock lights, how they work. Headlights. Hopefully you can see all that. Marker lights, the rock lights. You can see them in there, all coming on. Okay, now we'll turn lights back on. So I can, dark in here. I just walked into a gas can. Here it is. Didn't realize how dark it was in here. Whoa, hello. But yeah, this is the Blazer from the latest video, actually. I'm going to do here, put you in my phone holder a minute. Yeah, this is from the latest video. What I did is I made this adapter so I can run it on any battery. What happened is I need to charge the 3S basically. And that way I can still use the Traxxas charger too as well. There it goes. Charging. Well, I'm dropping stuff. Hello to Malaysia. Actually, that is Nate in there. His name is Nate Drake. Drives it. This here is, I guess you call it a restoration. I put the video out. I redid the whole thing. The body is the original. I put hours of work into this truck. Put it this way, I put more into this truck than if you just go out and buy a new one. You could have bought a new one for what I put into it. Because I put rock sliders, different wheels, scale stuff on it, different bumpers, different grills, all new decals. All these decals, window decals, all this stuff that's all new. I stripped the body right down and buffed it out. See how shiny it is. Used to have a big old gash right up here. That's gone. I took that out. These corners were all beat up right here from rolling it. You can see they're all smooth. The front end was all ground up and scratched up. You can see how smooth it is. Let me turn the lights on for you. You can see how smooth, shiny the front end is. I buffed the whole thing out. And if you guys are wondering what you use, you go and get ultra fine sandpaper. Then if you're in the States here, you get these buffing wheels like this here. And you can get these kits. Meguiar's makes them. I'm sure you can get them online. And this is a compound. You hook it to a drill. And you use this, and you just buffing that body till it'll shine it right up. Oops. So that's how I did this body. Then this is my Grando, not a Grando body. And if you remember, one of my videos, I put it on and slid. Well, I put a scratch right here, and you can't even see it because I buffed it out. So it keeps the bodies looking nice. Then my guys are sitting here still. Levon, this is Levon, and this is Bud, Levon and Bud. Waiting for my Willie's Jeep to get here. It'll be here, should be here soon, hopefully. They say, I think the 13th of November. So that's when it should be here. There's where the Blazer sits. But yep, I'm currently charging the battery up on the Blazer. That's a 3S 5000. I use the Traxxas charger because it's the only Traxxas battery I got now, and it come with a truck. But like I said, this truck here, if you saw the video, my latest one I just put up less than an hour ago. You'll see what it looked like before. It had the original Traxxas tires. I mean, obviously it sits a little higher now, lifted. It's got bigger tires and stuff like that. So I redid the whole undercarriage. I went through all the portals, the axles. I put skid plates on it. Everything's been redone. Re-greased the portals, greased the differential, and everything. And then we got this one here. I showed this before. This used to be a Grando. It used to be a Grando. Now it's not a Grando, I call it. It's a lot heavier than when it started out its life. This one here, I put different body on it. It's got rock sliders. I kind of put rock sliders and everything. I put silver beadlock rims. I wanted silver beadlocks on it. It still retains some of the Grando stuff. The transmission, the 2-speed transmission servo, the mount, the winch. But the winch is going to come out of it. Well, might be a project for me for the day. I gotta go over here to my secret stash area. This table and this is for that big tote's full of action figures. I was trying to find the right one for the Grando, for the Jeep. It's coming. Let's see here. Where did I put it? I got tires in here. These are the Red Cat. Right here, I got a brand new motor and transmission plate for Capra. 24 scale. Let's see here. Here's the other half to my soldier that's driving the Land Cruiser. His bottom half. Here, I'm just kidding. Here's his hind end. There's his butt. There's his butt. But it's not in here. This here is the original front bumper off the Grando. When I changed it over and put that body on there, I took it off. So it's not in here. I'm just slowly getting rid of stuff and cleaning up here. As far as the builds, unless somebody wants me to build them a custom truck and they supply everything, I'm basically done for now on the build stuff. Like I said before, I'm just gonna start enjoying the things. Someplace around here though, I got to figure out where to put it. I have a winch that I'm going to change out probably. It's bare when you got parts laying all over. But this here has got Endura axles. Tip it up and you can get a better look at them. There they are. When you put these axles in, you have to re-gear it. I had to go drop the pinion gear down 2 teeth. That's because of the gear, apparently the size of the ring gear or whatever in it, So I had to gear it a little higher. So when you run it now and you hit the throttle, you can hear the motor screaming a little more. So, but this truck is basically done. I don't see me doing anything else to it. I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line I might put some kind of interior in it. Just the way the truck's laid out, it's really hard to put an interior in them. The only thing you do is drop the shifting servo down onto the skid plate and lower that, and that'll give you about a 1/2 inch or so of clearance. But I don't know. When you're running it, people don't even look at that. They look at the truck itself. So it works pretty good. The tires work pretty good on it. These tires work good, fairly good, I should say. What I'm thinking down the line, though, is, I don't know, but up here, I have these tires too. And I may or may not have a plan for them in the future. So then these are the same tires that are on the Blazer. I absolutely love these tires. You get them from Endura and tires and wheels, but they're soft, they're sticky tire. If you see it sitting on a rim and tire, I do that to keep the weight off the tires. It looks like there's a lot of weight on there, but there isn't. If you can give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. That's like this one here, you can see it sitting on something. But yeah, so this radio here actually goes to this truck. Now, I took it out of the Blazer. Blazer has its own radio system now. Then back there's another little Blazer. But yeah, so these guys are waiting for their truck, and I got me a George S. Patton Jr. Leader for him, and I got another World War II soldier here. But these two here, he's definitely going to be in, because this is my dad was in World War II, and he was in the battle of he was stationed in the Philippines, and he drove a 1.5 truck around following General MacArthur around. So my dad had a little history to him, and so when this Jeep gets here, and I'm doing this video series, it's going to be honoring him. Then this guy here, I named him Levon, only because a good friend of mine's father just passed away, and his name was Levon. So this is Bud and Levon, my dad and his dad, basically. And I got a 6-scale Willys Jeep coming, and when that gets here, I'm gonna be doing I'll do a live unboxing, as well as I'm going to do the shock mod while I got it, while I'm working on it, after I get it unboxed. Then I'm going to do a video series and just take it out and run it around. Weather permitting, obviously. Can't run them in the rain. Today we got high winds and everything else out there, so, but yeah, so this was a Grando, which is a clone of the SCX-10-2. There you go. So it's a clone of an axial. But they had issues with the axles. People were saying that they didn't have much suspension travel. What do you think? I mean, it's not a rock climber, it's a trail machine. You know, if I took the body off it and did some adjustment here, I could make this thing really flex out. But, you know, it's set up as a scale trail truck, so it works pretty good. Yeah, if I put portals in it, like the Blazer has there, and that would raise it up and definitely give you more articulation. But the trouble is when you're doing stuff like that, it takes away the scale looks. And right now, to me, it looks like a vehicle that anybody would put together and drive. You know, nobody's going to drive a super lifted truck on a road. And, you know, that's what it looks like, is something that, you know, the average person would put together. You know, they'd put bead locks, they'd lift it a little bit, put some rock sliders on it and a winch on it, and they would run it. You know, it's not a crazy looking thing. I don't want it to look like a monster truck. Like I say, down here we got the Traxxas, and you can see there's two boxes. There's 4 links and there's a servo. Well, I'm going to 4-link that truck. That's a Traxxas F350 high lifter, they call it. It's got leaf springs underneath it. I'm pulling out the axles and springs off it. And I'm going to put different axles underneath it and put 4-link on it. Then I'm probably, see, that's got steel wheels and swamper tires on it as well. Then I'm probably going to, I'm going to change electronics in it too. I'm going to change the ESC in it and the motor. Make it more of a modern. That truck there I built, I think it's probably 12 years old. It still runs. I just went through it and got it running, put a new radio system and everything on it. So it still runs. It runs nickel metal hydrate. So when I get done, it'll be set up to run LiPo with a new ESC. So then we have the Blazer. That runs 3S. That has a new ESC in it, new motor. The steering servo is a stock one. I have no issue with it. Is a stock one. Then I've put inner fenders, rock lights on it. Those of you that just come in here, I'll turn off these lights a minute. Not all of them this time, because I can't see. It's too dark in here. But we go in here. You can see the rock lights. You can see them on in there. It's got rock lights, front and rear. Got headlights. Got everything on it. Then the way the body is made, it actually locks into the rock sliders, so it doesn't get hung up. But yeah, so. But today is not going to be a very good day. It's still dark out. It's still dark out here. But my battery took a charge. So, yep. Got 96 people in the house. Thank you very much for coming in, all 96 of you. If you can, it'd be awesome. Can you hit that like button? That'd be cool if I made it to 100 likes on this live stream. I know YouTube would like it, and it doesn't cost you nothing. Just go there and hit that like button. And you don't even have to comment. Just bring them likes up. Give me 100 likes. That'd be awesome. I appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it. But yep. My RC stuff is, as far as, like I say, the build stuff is winding down. The Blazer is basically done. I don't know what else I do on it. That one is basically done. Other than if they show up here, I got a set of aluminum axles supposed to be here for it. I'm going to change the axles out. The Red Cat is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. That'd be a work in process. This, we know we're doing that. So I got axles for this and 4-link in that. That's my projects. And that's going to be done with all the parts I have here. I have shocks and I have basically everything here. The only thing I had to order up was the 4-links for it. Everything. So that'd be a budget build. This here started out its life from Amazon as a legendary Grando. It was the orange one with a really ugly body. Well, I destroyed the body by accident, so I put a new body on it and I put a light kit, so it's got lights, if you notice. I'll turn it on here. There you go. It's got headlights, everything. Where's my radio? Where's the radio? Where's my radio? I did that before. Oh, right here it is, in front of me. So this is the radio for it. There, when it just recognized it. Watch the steering in it. Look how sharp it turns. Look at that. Have you ever seen an RC car that would steer that sharp? Look at that. That's those Grando axles. They have a crazy turning radius. $109 for a pair of them. Then I put a servo, but I have a these quick run 1080 ESCs. You can get them from Amazon for brush motors. That's what's in here, and it's a programmable ESC. So this is actually the steering servo is running 7.4 volts through it right now. So you can see it right there. See there? How quick it is. You can see how quick it is. And that's just running 7.4 volts, and it's a 25 kilogram steering servo on it. So that just makes it go super fast. It works nice. It's not a rock climber, it's a trail machine, but it is kind of nice to be able to have the fast steering on it. So then when the Willys Jeep gets here, it'll be here actually today. I have a drive shaft because it kind of shares the same frame as this almost. There's a shaft that goes from the back of your motor down to your transfer case, and it's a dog bone and a cup thing, and they're terrible. So I actually ordered a drive shaft. It'll be here today. That when it gets here, I'm going to take that out and I'm putting an actual drive shaft in it. Do that way, that dog bone and cup. I did that to this one and it made a big difference in it. Not under load, they work fine to get under load, and the whole motor shakes and vibrates. It's a terrible, that's the flaw in the FMS stuff is that shaft. So, but you know, if you know how to fix it, it's not a big deal. It was like $11 for a drive shaft, so it wasn't terrible. Then I just got to modify it, shorten it up a little bit. But, yep, so this is waiting, and at some point I'm going to order CA hinges for that and get that piece together. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. That's a Cessna 182 Skyline that's ever been flown. It's got a brand new engine in it and everything. And it's big. It's a big plane. It goes, the tail's covered up, but it goes behind that green cabinet up there. You can barely see it with that orange rag over top of it. That's how big it is. And when its wings are on it, you can't put it on that shelf, put it that way. It takes up a whole lot of room. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. I got 70 of you in here. Then this is going to be a project for my channel as well, because I also do how-to on UTVs and suicides. What it is, this thing here is the fan's not running on it, and what it is, there's this piece right here. It's got to be replaced out. Then this gets the plow sits right over there. I use it in the winter months to plow my driveway here. Then the Ranger sits back here. This is going to get cleaned up at some point. This is actually I use it on my channel. You can see right there it is. That's why the channel started out, was that I was using this. I do trail rides, and sometimes I even do guides, take people for rides. You know, they follow me around, and I take them for nice rides. See, I got to clean it all up. I'm going to do that today at some point. But, yeah, so I think the 13th of November or so, the Willies will be here. That's a 6 scale. That's why I got these guys sitting here waiting for it. It'll be here then. I'm gonna do the shock mod right away, which is a free mod. Basically, all you do is pull the shocks apart. You put lighter oil in them, and they got a restrictor sleeve on the ram. Take that off. That way, it gives it full articulation. Then I will do the drive shaft. Other than that, then this winter I'm going to strip the body and strip the body apart, and I'm going to spray it a matte finish, the body and the wheels and the wheels, because I'm not going to convert it into a big tire, you know, newer version crawler. I want to leave it 1940s one looks. So then that'll dull up take the shine out of the body. Then once that's done, I'm debating about, you can get a top for it, canvas top put on it. Debating about that. They're about $20 or so. So, but yeah, got 105 people in here. Thank you very much. Can you give me some likes if you can? If you're watching, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. You know, like I say, love to have 105 thumbs up here. Doesn't cost nothing to hit the like button. If you guys do that, give me a thumbs up, I'd be awesome. You know, most times I do these live streams is so that you guys can come in and, you know, actually see the person behind the videos or the channel. You know, that's what we try to do. So, but yeah. So this Blazer got drive shafts, rock sliders. I got Enduro wheels on it. And this thing is fun. It's got an Outrunner brushless motor in it. Hard body. And you can take this cap off if you want, and they got a roll bar set up for it. You can put a roll bar in it and make it like a pickup. So, but Zad. So I got somebody from Malaysia coming in here. I got Bentley that commented, but I never get a whole lot of comments, guys. Feel free to talk. Say hello. Doesn't cost nothing. I don't bite. I mean, probably the nicest guy you'd ever meet. This one here, this is mine. I got to change a plug out in it, but it's almost time to put it away for the year. But yeah, so if you want, check out my latest 2 videos. I put one up. I really didn't care for it. The size of the photos, I had to blow them up because the Blazer was owned by a good friend of mine, and we did some horse trading, and I got the Blazer, and then I went through it, and I showed it to him, and he was really shocked to see it this way. He said it definitely looks better when he owned it, so it sits there. I don't even know what they did with the original tires. They're in a box somewhere, floating around. They were in sad shape. We have here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I got sitting here. Here it is. This is when I changed the Red Cat out. This is the motor that was in it. It's a 550. It's about a 35 turn motor. They're not very fast, so. I put a 21 turn in it. I like 21 turns. I got 21 in this, 21 in the Blazer. That has a 35. Only reason I haven't changed that out, that runs a planetary transmission, and I don't know if I want to get into that, because if you don't pay attention and something wrong, the thing is down. The only way you can do anything with it is you have to order a motor and a transmission. So unless it breaks, I don't think I'll mess with it. It's a big truck anyway. It's at full speed. It's a good brisk walking pace. That's all it is, you know. So it's not a fast truck, but it has a fair amount of power. I mean, it'll go anywhere. It's like a little billy goat, so. And as I said before, these 2 guys are waiting for their vehicle to get here. Yeah, this is General Patton in here. You see him right there. There's General Patton. There's his helmet, riding crop. There's his pearl handle pistol, binoculars, and there's that riding crop he always carried. So we got General Patton here. He was kind of a controversial guy. He wasn't a nice guy. That's why he's a general, I guess. But yep, so that's about where we're at. See, I was going to fire up my computer and get all fancy with my live streams, but then I do all that and I don't get the people coming in. Seems like the minute I fire my phone up, I get in here. I got 96 of yous in here, and I'm really thankful to all that, guys, because I have never had live streams with this many people in there. At first, it was kind of overwhelming. I'm going, holy crap, what do I do? But I appreciate it, the fact that you guys take time out of your day to come in and hang out with me. And for my little short live streams, I just basically just do updates on what's going on. You know, it's like this. It's ready to go. I just got to flip the battery out of it and that. So that one's ready to go. This is definitely ready to go. I went through the shocks on it again. I pulled the shocks off it and cleaned them up and checked the oil in them. This one here is more than ready. I've already had that out and running around. So then at some point I probably should break down and get the battery pack in the Red Cat and take it for a trail ride. I don't think I've done a video with the Red Cat yet. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Today, the weather's supposed to be kind of rainy off and on. It's really windy outside, so it's really hard to do a, work camera with a microphone and dealing with a lot of wind blowing. So I tend not to, and it's still, looking outside there, it's still dark out. But it's the time of year it is. I'm gonna have a bonfire today. I gotta burn up some cardboard, but give you an idea what it looks like outside here. There you go. How's that for dark? How's that for dark for you? It is dark. There's a stop sign way over there in the corner, but yeah, it's super dark out today. But that's where we're at as far as the RC stuff. The Willies will be here in a week or so. Dry shaft's going to show up today for it. Then I have plenty of shock oil and stuff sitting back here to do the shocks on it. I made sure of that. So that'll be, I'm gonna warn you everybody, when I do the Willies, it's gonna be an unboxing, but it's gonna be later. It's gonna be in the afternoon. It's probably not gonna happen the day I get it. The unboxing will probably happen, I don't know, maybe if I get it here and I get set up, I'm gonna use a camera on my computer, I will do an unboxing and of the Willies, and we'll look it over then, as well as if I got time, that's when I'll proceed to right away start pulling it apart and doing the shocks and getting to the drive shaft and doing the mods on it. So, but I only had a few comments in here, and I had 4 thumbs up. I appreciate the 4 thumbs up out of the 100 to 200 people that's been in peeking in on here. So, but that's all right. Some people are that way. They come in, look, and leave. So it's their call. I mean, I don't, I may not appeal to everybody. That's just the way it is. Isn't that cool? Look at the skid. Look at the extreme guard. It's got a skid plate on it. It's got that in the front. I got a skid plate in the back. Hey, go see the video that I just posted today, and you'll see what this thing looked like before when I first got it, how beat up it was. It was beat up. They raced it, and then actually in that race, it actually won. And won the race, so. But this is a sport, a TRX4 Sport, but it doesn't have locking diffs. It doesn't have the 2-speed in it. But you know what? It's still of all my truck, I think this is the quickest one of all and the fastest. So, got 5 thumbs up. I appreciate the 5 thumbs up, guys. But yeah, 8060 is in here. I'm running out of things to talk about. Unfortunately, I do this. Run out of things to talk about with you guys because I usually feed off the chat. When people talk, then I'll respond to them. It's like, but I'm just running out of things to talk about at this point. So I normally wouldn't do this. Back in the old days, I had 73 people in here. I'd still be in here, but I'm going to back on out of here for now. I've been on here almost an hour and start my day out, and that light's probably driving you guys nuts. LED lights. But, I'm going to back on out of here and just get my day started. Oh, you got an FJ40? Tell me something. I'm glad I happened to catch your comment. Do you got a clicking in it when you run it? If you do, where you're, let's turn this, you can't get this thing out. This thing is so big, it's just hard to get down. But the back side of your motor is a cup. Then there's a shaft with CV joint, and there's a dog bone. Those wear, and it starts clicking, and it makes the motor, you know, wiggle and do up and down, up and down, up and down. So what you got to do is, I've already done it to this one. I'm gonna do it to the Willys when it gets here. Is I took that out of there and I bought a drive shaft, and I shortened it, and I put an actual drive shaft in here and did away with the crossbones. And now it is perfect, because if you call FMS to go to their website to order that drive shaft, the flipping cup alone would cost you $28. Well, for $11, you can go to Amazon and buy a drive shaft in about, with this truck here, 20 minutes of your time, an hour, you can put an actual drive shaft up there. And that's what I did to this one to get that clicking out of it. Well, mine ran smooth too. What you do is tip it over, look at the drive cup that goes out of the back of your motor. See how much wear is in there. If you got wear where them pins are driving on it, if it's wore, then I got the video on here. Actually, if you go through my videos, you'll see how I fixed it. Matter of fact, I ordered that same drive shaft I'm putting in the Willys, because that's the issues with the Willys too. That's the weak spot of these trucks, is that dog bone coming out of the back end, because the motor sits straight and it goes on, the shaft goes down at an angle into the divorce transfer case. Well, it's such a sharp angle. Well, that drive shaft is doing this, you know, as it rotates, it kind of in and out, those pins do. Well, they'll wear, I had over an 1/8 inch of wear in the drive cup. Yeah, you can go to Amazon for $10 and buy 6 drive cups. But the problem is, it's gonna do again. Thank you, man, I appreciate that. You can do that, but it's not gonna, you're just putting a Band-Aid on it. Do the drive shaft. All you need is, I use my little grinder here, and I take the drive shaft, I measure it out, and I just grind it down, each piece down, because one slides into the other, until I get it to the proper length. I want to have a little gap in there so you can slide it in and out to hook it up. Then I reinstall it, and that's all it takes. You have to use, I use big set screws, and that's why I use the mine, but if you want to get really fancy, you go to Amazon, you get low-C drive pins. You can order, I don't know, there's 8 or 10 of them up, and put low-C drive pins in it, and that'll fit in there. What I did, I have big set screws, so I just put set screws in it and put Loctite on them. I didn't put drive pins in it. And they bite right on the opening where the pin went through, and I've never had an issue with it. So that's an Acorn. So, but yeah, it's in here. I actually show a picture of the drive cup. I contacted FMS, which, you know, I'm an affiliate of theirs, FMS. You know, I'm an affiliate with them, and it's like even me having an affiliate account with them, they don't reply. If you email customer support, you may or may not get a reply. When you do, you respond to it, then you may wait 2 weeks for them to give you a response, because they're so flipping so slow. So no. You can get different drive axles for this. You can get the drive shaft for the front. You get all that stuff from Amazon, and change out the whole drive axles. There's people on YouTube that have done the actual drive axles. I haven't had the need to do that because I don't push this truck. It's just a trail truck, but These wheels here, these are big. Well, let's see here. Because I got you here and you're a FMS guy. You, where in the heck is it? Right there's my tape measure. I'll give you a dimension for you. These wheels actually for scale fit it the best. 4 3/4 inches. There you go. 4 3/4 inches high. Yeah. Well, they sent me, FMS sent me this to do a review on. This is their 18th anniversary 24 scale blazer. They sent this to me to do a review on, and which is on my Amazon affiliate page too, because I am an Amazon affiliate as well. And I actually got 4 referrals from that. So I make, being affiliates, typically you get 5% of whatever the sale is. So if somebody was to order this from Amazon, and they go through my storefront, I have a storefront, I would get 5% of the purchase price. That's what I would make. And it's same as FMS, they get 5%. So you make a few bucks here and there. You don't make a lot. But no, that's the only drawback on this. And the Willys is the dry bone, which I saw that, first time I saw that, and I already know how to fix it. So I just went to my history and ordered up a second drive shaft for it. The shaft will be here today. And when the truck gets here, I'll do a live unboxing and we'll go from there. But these are the guys that are slated to go in it. My soldiers to ride in it because it's a 6 scale. So, but yeah, I like FMS. I like, you know, it's like they're good kits. And the only weak spot is that dog bone that comes out of the engine. And if they'd even, when they put the motor in it, canted the motor on an angle so it was more straighter going into that transfer case, the dog bone probably would have held up. You have an FMS Jimny? Oh, that's cool. These two are the only 2 FMS I've ordered up because I spent enough money for the year. I'm not gonna, I actually ordered up another additional vehicle. I just canceled it because I spent enough for now. It's time to just use these things and try to recoup, you know, from it. So, but that's a Traxxas, obviously, TRX4 Sport. The Sports doesn't come with inner fender wells. I put fender wells in it. That body. My latest video, if you go to MCRC Fly, Mick RC Fly, that's kind of a cool name. If you go to my YouTube channel, my featured video shows the timeline of this thing. It's not, you know, it shows a couple pictures before, and it shows what it ended up being like. But that also represents, I put more in this truck than probably when it cost to get it back to this condition. The body is the same body. I buffed it out and I wet sanded it and I buffed it out, cleaned it all up, and I put new decals on the body. Everything's been changed. New mirrors in it. The wipers are original. I just wish it didn't have the hood pins, but you know, that's the way it was. But I put new grill in it, new bumpers front and rear. You know, bumpers are $40 in bumpers, and the grill was another $20, so you got $60 or $70 just in 3 parts. The mirrors were $7 for two flipping mirrors. Then $52 for tires and wheels for it. So, and there's other stuff, you know, like the rock sliders. All new electronics in it. New motor. It's got a new motor in it. New 21 turn motor and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, well, this here, how I got this one is I had a Capra, UBT 18 scale crawler that I built, put some aftermarket stuff in. A friend of mine saw it, so. Yeah, it would be, but the issue with that is I don't need to. I'm the type person, if I want something, I just go buy it. I've always been that way. It's not like, you see here, if I want something, I just go get it. But yeah, maybe 3D printing in the future, but for now, I don't know. I'm not into that. I don't have the time to sit here and wait for parts to get made up. So that's my big deal. But I appreciate your suggestion. Yeah. Well, if you got this, look at here. This has inner fender wells. I don't even know if you, let me do this. Flashlight. Ain't gonna do it for me. But this has 3D printed inner fender wells. I bet you don't have that. I have a YouTuber, RC Voodoo, he has an eBay store. And yeah, I got 3D printed fender wells in it. And he also does the trim around the doors in here. When you open up the doors, usually you see the screws. See how it's got all this trim all around here? He makes these trims pieces. And it was like, I don't know, 40 bucks. So, yeah, so this has inner fender wells, which is nice because you can mount stuff on it. I know, he's half the man. You got to realize one thing. His legs are here. He was in the battle. He was hurt. His legs are actually, you look in there, there's his legs. So, unfortunately, when you do riding, we got hand controls in it. He got hurt, So he's got hand controls in there. So, yeah. Well, I could actually got him in there with his legs, but then he'd be riding like leaning on the council style, and so he's not complaining. He's sitting in there with his sunglasses on, we're waiting to go right now. So he just sits in there, but he's got full legs. But these guys here, the 6 scale. I won't cut these guys anyway. These are too valuable. There's a couple $100 worth of action figures here, just these two. So those guys will be intact, but he's the only one I had to cut, and I just picked one and I figured, Well, I run this thing, I just don't abuse it. You see it's got a winch. That's an actual functioning winch. It's got kinetic rope. I put these hooks on it, on the bumper. It has a full light kit in it. All the marker lights, even these lights on the fenders come on. It has overhead lights. They light up. I have them on a switch. So I actually run this. I just don't abuse it. I just run it on the trails. Just have fun with it. It doesn't get... No, it's a cool truck, it really is. The only thing I wish the headlights, they would have made them a little bit brighter than what they were, but, that's, I guess that's what we live with. But. Yeah, they are too nice. You want to keep it clean, too. What you do, get you some of this wax and dry, and you just spray it. Take you a microfine rag every now and then and just wipe it off. Just wipe it. Just go around and wipe her off. That's all you got to do. Just like that. That's how I clean them. That's how I clean everything. Even this truck with its polycarbonate body. I just go like that, give her a mist, and I just wipe her off. Like so. Ready to go. I do that after every run. I don't abuse these things. I do too, actually. I found one in my area. It was gray. It was a rotisserie restore, but it had a salvage title. They wanted $49,000 for that. So, and they wanted 49,000. So, you know, it's like, yeah, I like to have the truck, but my truck over there, that's almost the cost of what this truck originally ran. This was 52,000. So when it was new, so. But then here's another $50,000. This is my wife's new car. It just rolled the 6,000 miles on it. So that's my wife's car. She gets the garage door opener. I don't have a door opener. Actually, when I built this bay here was set up, you know, it's got a bigger door, to put a mobile home in here, an RV. At the time, I had a motor home, and I would park it in here. But I sold it, and I'm glad I did, because this truck doesn't get driven in winter months. It stays right here. It's stored. I started it once a month and let it get good and warm. Then my Ranger sits over there. This will sit here this winter because I use it to plow with. Yeah. I'm out in the middle of the country. I'm on 2 acres of land. I own the woods behind my house. I have an RC track here to run stuff on. I don't even know how much daylight there is outside. It's still dark out, I think. Time change this weekend, I guess. But it's starting to get daylight, starting to see out. But I own basically over the hill where that mowing stops. I own into the woods. I own the woods behind. Right here's my RC track. Right here's part of it. Then I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and there's only a handful of live here full time. So it's really quiet up here in that. So yeah, I love it. We love it up here. But if the money's right, I could unlove it up here too. Oh yeah, here's the outside of the barn. There's my breezeway. I have a breezeway and it attaches to the house. There's the house. Then, oh yeah, living the dream. When me and my wife first got married, we didn't have squat. We couldn't even get food stamps because she made too much money. We needed help, and we went from that to we don't really hurt for nothing, money wise anymore. So it's all good. Yeah, like I say, I own that woods behind the house here. I got RC trails that wind all the way through that woods. You can go in that woods, it winds all through, that comes out down here at the bottom, way over here. I got trails winding through there, and I help with a raccoon rehabber, and I got raccoon boxes out there, and he brings raccoons over here, and we work with them, teach them, let them learn how to be wild again. Then when they get ready, they just wander off. So I do that too. Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this to you. Next time you comment, you're gonna be blue. I'm gonna make you a moderator because you're doing a lot of talking with me. I appreciate that. That way, if somebody, you can post links to your channel if you want. if you got, your channel, and you can post a link to it. If somebody comes in here and says something that they ain't supposed to say, you can come in, you can remove their comments and stuff like that now. So you'll be blue when you talk again. But, yep, we love it up here. I've been doing YouTube for over 14 years. I've been doing it. I actually have 2 channels. I actually got 3. One is is my Tinker Around channel, but yep. So I have 2 channels. This one, and I have another channel, which is, you go to the bottom of my page, you'll see my picture on it. They're both monetized channels, so that's where I get my income from. And if you notice on the door, you see it says Polaris, Mudbusters, and Kimimoto. These are my channel sponsors for here. Rangers supplies all the stuff I need to maintain that. And Mudbusters sends me kits to do reviews on. Then I give them away. Then Kimimoto, they do ATV accessories. They, like the mirrors are on here, cargo boxes, tires, lift kits, rock lights. This has rock lights on it, and stuff like that. Then I have another channel. They give me this, sent me this. This is a glove box. Used to be a cup holder, but I can put a tablet in here, and I have Polaris Ride Command on it, and I use that for navigation. You can see I got camera mounts in here. And stuff like that. It's really dirty, dusty. I'm waiting for it to get daylight, and I'm gonna wash and clean it up today really good. When I clean it, I use this stuff. This stuff right here. I will spray the engine area and let that stuff set, the whole underside of it. Then I'll let that stuff set in there. Then I just hose it off, and that's how I clean off the engine bay. But yeah, this is my cleaning area. I have stuff for a little bit of everything up here to clean stuff with. The Flex Seal, that's for something else. I was helping a friend out, and I didn't put these back, but yep. Like I said, I got a Willie's coming. Be here, week or so. Then I try not to pay attention too much or get excited, but I got that coming. Then I'll be doing a, 5 or 6 part video series. I'll be taking it different places to run it, basically. So, got Hornet spray here. Got wasp spray. People gave me this because they had a nest. But yeah, here's my wash bucket waiting, my brushes. Everything else is sitting here waiting. This is for my leaf blower. I go through this stuff. You look down here, you can see I got, this time of year, I use True Fuel in my blower pack. That's why I'm over here. This winter, I'll put in my other shed, so, but, all right. Well, mine is kind of a mess. I got these dug out yesterday because, see what I got in here? These are all action figures. G.I. Joe. Here's a Duke. There's a Duke right there. And right here, he is original 1960s vintage G.I. Joe. He's the original one. And then here's his coat. But you look over here, there's a brand new in box G.I. Joe. Brand new, sitting there. And my wife got me this one. So, and here's the commemorative one. And if you notice the hands, see how big the hands are? That's how you can tell the later ones. The earlier ones, they had like girl hands. Look how small his hands are. Then you look at the newer ones, and what it is you look at the heads are a little bit different, but something about the hand mold for it, they lost. Yeah, I got that. Then I have this one. I have this one, Navy SEAL. He actually has a raft, and I should probably get it and put it back in here. I was going to use it in one of my kits. It sits up here, actually. Right here's the raft that goes with this kit. The outboard motor actually runs. There you go. So the outboard motor actually works on him. So, but yeah, I have all this stuff. I'll deal with it later. I'll stick them in here. Stick the bolt in here. Hopefully it clears. But yeah, so I had to get these guys out because I needed. Then I got one of these. I got a Buzz Aldrin. I have a Buzz Aldrin one as well, and if you notice, it's signed. So yeah, I had these on display, but when we moved up here, I didn't know make a place for them yet. It's like I have boxes. These boxes here, boxes behind. There's another box. They all got die-cast cars in them. So, yep. All right, I've been on here 75 minutes. When you come back through, just remember, if you're blue, I made you a channel moderator. And I appreciate you coming in and talking with me and hanging out with me. Apparently, this is the time of morning most people right now like live stream. I normally would do them in the evening, so yeah. So I'm gonna back out of here, and yep, and I'll catch you again. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you're Australian? That's cool. I'm from Michigan. United States, obviously, so I don't have your accent, but I'm from Michigan and the United States here, so it's great to. And when I get done here, I'll go over and check out your channel, and I'll give you a subscription. How's that? I'll go into my computer, and when this renders in the system, it'll let me do it, and I'll just go over there and give you a subscription. If you got some content, I'll give you a comment too, so let you know I was there. So I will subscribe back at you, what I'm trying to say. So I'm going back on out of here for now. I'm going to go in the house, and you have a great, I guess it's evening there now. I think you're opposite me. You're 12 hours or so ahead of me. So you have a great evening there, and I'll see you next time. Cheers to you too. And bye-bye everybody else in the live stream. And I always end my live stream this way. From the bottom of my heart and from my family and yours, goodbye and God bless, and I'll see you next time.